Nothing like a little T.I. to get you going.
I know,
get
bro.
Get you going.
Hey, they say that Urban Legend was the best one of his albums, bro. What you think?
It was. It would get my vote. It would get my vote.
Yes, sir.
It would definitely get my vote. Y'all know what it is. Welcome back. Trash Talking with the Old Heads. I'm your host, Dante. Of course, along with my old head debate partners, Greg C. What it do?
No excuses. Play like a champion, baby. We back in the studio. We are back in the studio.
Been a minute, had a little hiatus, but you know how it is. JW, what it do, bro?
What it is. Why play like a champion when you can be a champion? You see it. You see it. You know what it is.
Won't be this year.
No,
it won't be champions this
year. 3 L's already.
3 of them.
3 already.
Didn't they say they were supposed to win 71 games?
Yeah.
Back to back, yeah.
Yeah.
Magic said it best.
I don't see a Magic Johnson on that team.
Back to back.
I don't even see a Byron Scott on that team.
I see your best player shooting 46% from the field.
Yeah.
He's shooting 46% from the field.
What Charles Barkley always say, live by the 3, die by the 3.
Didn't do no dying in the finals last year.
But we'll definitely get off into some NBA later on. We got a lot to cover, bro. It's jam-packed today, so we got to get to it. But again, we're in the South, so you know where we start, sir. Football Saturdays.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
One real big one on deck this week, man. Tennessee, Georgia. Who win, bro? Simple question to start, bro. Who win the game, bro?
Georgia, Tennessee,
and why?
Balls versus the Dogs. I'm going to have to go ahead and go with the Dogs. They 9.5-point favorites. If Nico don't play, that number going sky. You know what I'm saying? Now, Etienne, which is it, Travis or Trevor? Which one of them is? I can't remember. It's one of the brothers.
It's Trevor.
Trevor Etienne. He out for the game. That's not going to look good for Georgia's rushing attack because they ranked 102nd in the nation. Since under Kirby Smart, has Georgia ever been that trash running the ball? And without Etienne there against Tennessee with a pretty formidable defense.
Yeah, I think their front is pretty good.
Yeah, they were ranked like 5th in points per game and total yards per game. So, you're already struggling with the run. We know Carson Beck is turnover prone like a mug. You called it. Hey, I give you props. You said
pumpkin.
You said
I told you he was a pumpkin.
you said Beck was, as Chris Broussard say, a tomato can out in that bitch. He still got some skills.
He okay. I'm not gonna denigrate the man.
Under pressure, he just ain't
under
good.
pressure, he ass.
And Tennessee can put some pressure on you.
Yeah,
he ain't Matt Stafford.
But the Dogs is at home. I trust in Kirby Smart. I trust in the makeup of the Dogs defense. The Dogs program. They were built in the same image as the great Alabama Nick Saban.
You know they had to come up, bro.
Hey man, listen, bro, do we not know that Georgia was built after they was built in the same image as Alabama? Everybody knows this. Georgia fans knows this. We know what this is. You know what I'm saying? This is a great team. This is a great program with a great coach. They on their last leg. I suspect they not gonna fold, and they will win. If Nico is playing, and he don't hit his wide open receivers, they're gonna get their ass whooped. It's gonna be a massacre. If Nico doesn't play, it's gonna be worse than a massacre. But I got the Dogs if Nico play by a touchdown. So I still got the Vols covering, but the Dogs by a touchdown.
Agree? Disagree?
Originally, I was going to go with the Bulldogs. But Greg has convinced me to go with Tennessee. If Nico plays. If Nico plays, I'm going to go with the Vols.
Oh, yeah, you're a Nico fan. That's what that is.
The Etienne information is what really puts it over the top for me. With them not having a rushing game, they probably gonna be off balance. If you got Beck back there, who's 12 interceptions and 11 touchdowns right now. If you got him back there without a running game, he got to throw that thing around. Tennessee got good pressure. They did Alabama dirty with the pressure all game. I think they can get the Beck, make a move. He's terrible on the move. I like Tennessee if. We're talking about a concussion. So if his head is right, I like Nico in this and that Tennessee defense.
I don't see how you so sold on this cat, man. Nico.
I like him. I like his skills.
As much as they throw the ball, he has 1,800 yards total. You've seen him play. It's not just a one game. I can see if it's one game here and there where he missing wide open receivers. He missed wide open receivers all the time.
He's had some nervous
Against Mississippi State, he had some wide open receivers. Now he hit them, but he underthrew them when they could have been touchdowns. I'm just not. I'm not a Nico believer. Not yet.
He missed some huge throws in that game. He's missed some huge throws.
He just he got a pretty ball. Is that what it is? His ball pretty.
The dude can throw the rock. The dude can throw the rock to me.
He got a pretty ball. Okay, good. Because throwing the rock means you're accurate, right? Anybody can throw the rock. Can you throw the rock and hit?
What got him in the first couple games against Western Idaho State.
That's what got him.
That's
when
what
they putting up 70 points.
Putting up 70 points and 800 yards. And we tried to tell him they ain't played nobody, bro. Calm down, bro. Everybody looks good against Western Idaho.
Exactly.
I'm just saying. So you got the Vols.
I'm gonna go Vols.
With or without Nico, or either way?
No, with Nico. They ain't got a chance in hell if Nico don't play, and if he's not 100% from concussion protocol, they ain't got a chance.
I don't like this Georgia team at all, for real. But the injury does worry me. Even if he play, I'm not sure they can win on the road. I'm not sure they built. I like the D. The D line. Wait a minute, take that back. I like the defensive line. I caught myself on that shit.
Oh, you got baby oil in there?
I caught myself.
That man got some baby oil.
Got that slick over there.
That sounded a little funny to me. Like, wait a minute.
He got 100 cases of missing baby oil is over here. Do we need to check the back room?
The D line for Tennessee. They are impressive. I do like the way they've been playing ball. I think they can hold Georgia down and get after Beck. But without your boy, even though I don't think he's great, I can't see how they're going to win the game, though. You know what I'm saying? I just don't. And then if he's hobbled a little bit, he already is not a great passer.
Right.
So it's like, and if he's questioned, because right now I see him as questionable.
Questionable, dog. So, questionable.
Yeah, he could be going, but I'm going to take Georgia. I'm with you, dog. Georgia is not a blowout. I don't think it's a blowout if he don't play. This Georgia team just not that to me, for real. They had a really good performance against Texas, which I think made everybody think, oh, they back. Not really. You know what I'm saying? Not really. They still been kind of mediocre all year. You know what I'm saying?
They really have. They have been.
They just, like I say, they're getting old. They're getting by on the name.
And we'll get back. We'll probably touch this subject in the next little topic. But you know what I'm saying? Again, we're expecting dominance from Georgia because that's what we've seen over the last 2 years.
And this team isn't that.
But there is no dominant team.
There is no dominant team. And I guess my big thing with it is that just the way going forward. With the NIL, everybody being spread out,
right.
Is it just going to be
a lot
of
parity.
Average teams?
There will be parity.
Where coaching is really going to matter a lot.
Remember that movie, There Will Be Blood? There will be parity going forward.
And coaching is going to matter a lot.
A whole lot. Forward. Well, coaching's always mattered. You know what I'm saying? You know the great Nick Saban that's taking the team.
Some teams you took a buffoon to lose. You know what I'm saying? They had so much talent. You know what I'm saying? It would be hard to lose. Now it's not going to be that way so much. You know, all the talent's going to be kind of right here. You know what I'm saying? Where everybody's got players. Now who can coach them up and get them where they need to be?
So y'all ain't giving no credence, no credit to Tennessee's defense.
Josh Heupel.
We did.
Yeah,
I think their defensive line is awesome.
Yeah.
I really do. Their defensive line is really good. That's why I said Georgia's not going to run up and down the field.
No,
I just don't think Tennessee's going to be able to score either.
Leading running back.
Right. I don't think Tennessee's going to score a lot either.
Tennessee's not going to be able to score.
Yeah. They're going to have a hard time getting points.
Because Georgia's defense ain't trash.
Right.
It's not.
And Tennessee offense is mediocre at best. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see though, man. But like I say, so we got 2 with Georgia. Got the contrarian going with Tennessee.
If Tennessee can beat Bama, they can beat Georgia.
Yeah,
they can.
Yeah. Would I be shocked if they won?
But let's look at it. Let's look at that Tennessee game versus Bama. Bama should have won that game. Bama beat themselves that game. At 23 penalties?
I didn't see the game like that. I saw Tennessee.
Did you see the game,
I saw Tennessee.
What would you say? Did Tennessee win or Bama lose that much?
Bama had a lot of opportunities, but Tennessee missed a few opportunities too.
They had some opportunities with some missed overthrows,
yeah, with some overthrows
or whatever.
Some too,
but Bama put themselves in bad positions.
Yeah, Bama did have a
Bama they was leading the game. What 3/4 of the game they was winning.
Yeah, they definitely could have won the game. There's no doubt about that. No doubt about it. But not speaking of both of those teams, because they both in the rankings for the CFP right now. So let's get into it, man. There's a lot of controversy around the 12 this week. I didn't think it was all that controversial, but a lot of Big Ten at the top. You know what I'm saying? Did the committee get it right? Is it right? Well, as of right now, we know it can change going forward, but as of right now, is it right?
No, it's not, man. I think we talked about this a little bit last night, man. To me, you need to, if we're going to have a CFP ranking, then we need to put the ranking where it would be if the season ended today. Right? You know what I'm saying? So if the season ended today, then it would be Oregon 1, Texas 2,
right?
Miami 3, Miami or BYU 3 or 4. That's what it would be.
Because it is confusing the way that they do. I mean, we understand it because we're really football fans and we follow it. But for a casual person who doesn't follow it like that, it is a little confusing.
Yeah, and then when it switches at the end, when they do the final ranking, like, hold on, how did Penn State fall to?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Miami 4 and they 11 or whatever.
It would be a better visual if since they came out with it to show the week by week progression. And the standings change.
Right.
It would be a better visual than trying to hold it like this all the way to the end. And like you say, then you
switch it and then move it to where the conference champions are the top 4 seeds.
Because the way it's going, that's the way it's going to be. You're going to have some teams that's between 10, 11, 9, and 11. That's going to be the 4 seed. You know what I'm saying? Or the 3 seed.
And there has to be one out here.
And so just like, okay, so if we did take the NFL, right? So let's say, the Steelers and the Ravens. One of them win the division, but they got 3-4 losses, right? The winner out of which is the worst division in the AFC, the South. Let's say Houston ends up with 5 losses. They're not gonna have the Ravens or whoever is in second place in that division be in the top 4 because we know it's the top 4 seeds.
Right.
Are the conference or the division champions.
Right.
So they just need to do that. And then on top of that, the Big Ten, come on, man. We know what it is. You know what I'm saying? They got these, one loss, undefeated teams, but they trash. The Big Ten doesn't have anyone in their conference or not in their conference. I'm talking about the ones in the ranked in the top 12.
Indiana, Penn State.
Yeah, not either of those teams have a strength of schedule greater than 26.
Right.
The rest and then they fall off the map after that.
Right.
You got the SEC with Georgia with the number 1 ranked schedule, Bama with the number 11 ranked schedule. There's no way Penn State and Indiana, if we take in factors, strength of schedule should be. They should have 4 of the top 5 spots. I just, that blows my mind, but I get it. The record looks amazing and they're going by the record right now. But, again, just like we talked about earlier, it needs to be more what it would look like if the season ended today.
Jerry, you agree?
Yeah, I really can't change anything that Greg has said or that we've all said because when we went over it last night, like I said, there'll be a much better visual if we showed the progression.
Well, let me ask you this. Would it be better if they just did, let's say they do away with them doing like an AP ranking. Let the AP do that. You just do the seeding and put it out every week.
That's it.
Right. Why do a ranking?
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm
just
saying?
need to be seeded.
You just the committee should just do the ranking and put it out the way it would look.
Exactly.
Let the AP or
the
USA Today coaches poll.
Yeah.
Let them worry about ranking the team.
Right.
You just do this, and we'll know what you think about it. You know what I'm saying? Based on what you do. You know what I'm saying?
I'm looking at the actual bracket on NCAA.com, and they have Oregon 1, Texas 2, BYU 3, and Miami 4.
That's what it should be.
Which is what it will be if it ended right now.
On the buys. And then you got Indiana and Alabama, like you said last night, Ole Miss at 11, playing against Penn State at 6. And you got Boise State at 12 against Ohio State at 9. At 5, I'm sorry. And then the 89 seed, you got Notre Dame at 9, Tennessee at 8.
And Georgia out of it.
Georgia out.
Which would be and see, but my fear about that is going to make people say, why the hell should I play anybody outside my conference? You know what I'm saying? Why would I go play anybody? You know what I'm saying? If I'm going to get rewarded anyway for not having a strength of schedule, all I need to do is beat them. So why play anybody? If I already got to play an SEC schedule, why the hell would I go play Miami or anybody?
Right.
For what? It's only going to hurt me the way this committee is doing it. You know what I'm saying? Why would I do that? You know what I'm saying?
Especially with the SEC.
When I might already lose 2 games in the SEC.
I got to play Texas. I got to play Bama. Right. I got to play Ole Miss.
Especially in the year where I got to play all of them. You know what I'm saying? Like why would
Georgia,
I do that?
You know what I'm saying? And then they had to play them on the road.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Bama on the road. Texas on the road.
And you're not going to give me credit for doing that.
But what if the committee is looking at it the other way, saying, so what if it forces these other teams, let's say the SEC teams that get in do well like they normally do and smash, these teams from these other conferences? What if they're looking at the other way, saying that these conferences, even though we've changed the format and we've got a 12-team tournament, forces them to be like, okay, we got to get better. We can't be getting in these first round tournaments
and getting
smashed like this. Maybe they're hoping that's going to be the pickup. How that happens, what changes that? The only thing that's going to change that is that money keep moving around. But maybe they're thinking about it like that.
It's going to eventually morph into what it eventually became with the 4-team, because they're going to have to factor in strength of schedule.
Right.
Because everybody in each conference don't play everybody. So there's no, just like when we about to get into the SEC, who's going to represent the SEC, there's going to be a jam at the top. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to factor in so many other different things because the teams don't play each other. In the NFL, they don't have to worry about that because everybody within the division plays each other twice.
Right.
So there is going to be a true, it's either the record or head to head.
Right. Yeah, it's crazy, man. My only fear, I like the 12. Don't get me wrong, I like the 12 team, but my fear is that one of these 3-loss teams going to end up being a champion.
One of these did. I don't think so this year.
Not this year.
I don't think so this year.
That's going to happen, and that's going to really tick me off, dog. You know what I'm saying? The one thing you can say about the 4, you probably going to get a really good team that's going to be the champion. You know what I'm saying? This way,
but again,
you can get a hot average team that can be the champion.
So I heard that if Georgia loses to Tennessee, there is a possibility that they still get in. That's crazy.
Crazy, dog.
And then here's the other thing you have to think about. So let's say one of the 2-loss teams actually makes the SEC conference, and then they lose.
Right.
What do you do? Because they are a 3-loss team. So there's Bama or Texas A&M or even maybe Ole Miss, or even Georgia if they beat Tennessee and went out and things shape up where they're back in the SEC title game. It's a lot. It's a lot, though. You know what I'm saying? I like it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just not as comfortable and as clear cut as it was in the previous.
I'm gonna tell you what I do like about it. I do like the fact that the matchups we may get that we would have never gotten before. Like if let's say Boise keeps winning.
Yeah,
I get to see Austin Genty play them. Alabama or Ohio
we get to see them
and see what he really about.
Let's see what they're about. You know what I'm saying?
He put up all these yards, averaging 9 yards a carry.
Because I'm not gonna.
He'll love that. He would love that.
I mean,
I just said Bama, but any of them.
You know what I'm saying? But it don't mean that we would win. You know what I'm saying? Because again, there is no. We lost to fucking Vandy.
It's the fact I would get to see Austin Genty play Alabama. You know what I'm saying?
If it was Nick Saban or Nick Saban team, we would crush the hell out of the whole field right now. You know what I'm saying? But shit. It ain't Nick Saban. It's fucking Kalen Debo.
So who the hell gonna win the SEC?
Who gonna be in the SEC title game? That's a bit of a question because anybody could win it.
Like I'm gonna tell you who I want to see.
Who?
You don't want to see Bama in there. You bet. The way y'all was talking shit.
I want to see.
Don't let these boys slip up and win this championship.
I actually want to see Ole Miss. I actually want to see Kiffin. Kiffin has turned this team into a well-rounded squad. I like the way they play. I like the way they play.
I'm not gonna go that far, but he finally did win a game.
He finally won a game that mattered.
I ain't gonna say he turned the. Well, I guess that's a little bit of turning a
We
little
called
bit of
it.
a corner.
We called it. I don't think we got a chance
So
to gloat.
he did that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'll give him credit for he won a game finally that he was supposed to win a big game. You know what I'm saying? Where he had the team to win.
He was due.
He was
due.
really due.
I mean, he dominated. You know what I'm saying? They actually dominated. And I have been saying all year, I just couldn't figure out what Kiffin was doing, but it all came together.
He went to the portal and he built the defensive line.
He
built his lines of scrimmage.
He really got our best returning cornerback.
Yeah.
He built
his defense.
Wish we had kept him.
He bought him a defense. That's what he went and did.
Well, I mean on the offensive end, I wasn't even paying the D how well the D was playing at the beginning of the year. I wasn't even playing
offensively. They okay.
Yeah,
they got a quarterback.
They have a quarterback, a veteran quarterback.
He's gotten back to playing Kiffin type ball. Is what is
no,
but he's not tossing it around.
Yeah, they don't play Kiffin ball.
He's
dialed Kiffin ball back. All that throwing it 50 times a game.
Well, it's balanced. It's balanced.
Right.
He got to run and attack too.
That's the word. That's the right word.
Here's the problem though. He's had good running backs over the years.
SEC and rushing at one point. But he definitely, they definitely got the passing game going. So it looks like a well-rounded team. I like what I'm seeing. So I would like to see them.
Conference, Tennessee's 5-1.
Yeah.
Texas A&M is
5-1. So
Texas 4-1.
What would what they need to have happen is either one of whoever wins the Texas, if they stay undefeated,
Texas A&M.
Whoever wins the Texas A&M game, if they both stay undefeated, will be one of the representatives.
They'll probably get in.
Georgia
would have a leg up if they beat Tennessee this week to kind of get there.
No, they wouldn't, because then that's when it would go to strength. I think they would probably win because the final tiebreaker may come down to cumulative conference winning percentage of all the conference opponents.
Yeah,
I think Bama would edge them out because they got the head-to-head over Georgia. Tennessee has the head-to-head.
Right now, they
over
got
Bama.
that on here. The cumulative, they have that on here now.
That's the final.
Ole Miss and Bama tied. Georgia's a little bit ahead of y'all. Y'all at 667. Georgia's at 714. So I don't know who y'all have left.
No, we don't have nobody left.
Auburn
and Oklahoma and Mercer. So record versus common conference opponents will be first is head-to-head. Record versus common conference opponents will be the second. Third will be record against a high place opponent among the tied teams. In both of these, in the last two that I just said, ain't enough common opponents between the 6 teams left.
Right. Let's put it this way: it's going to be a great ending in the SEC.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know who's going to win.
And that final weekend is going to be like everybody's going to be
Georgia wins.
If Georgia wins and wins out,
right. It's going to get real interesting, bro.
And then, it's going to be real interesting. What we would probably need to have happen is for Vandy to beat Tennessee.
Yeah. Yep. Which
would probably, because it would increase our strength of our cumulative winning percentage.
Yeah, it could happen.
And Missouri to win out. We would need Missouri to win out.
Yeah, I think they may lose this week.
But it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting down the stretch, man. But let's switch gears right quick to that pro game, bro, because there's some big games on the slate this week, bro.
Big. It's been some big games. All we do is cover big games.
Big games. Yeah. The NFL got this schedule right this year, bro. We gonna start, of course, in Pittsburgh, bro. Ravens, Steelers, bro. This one for me, man, this one to me proves whether or not are the Steelers contenders. Are they Super Bowl contenders? Playoff contender, we already know they're gonna make the playoffs. Steelers will make the playoffs. But are they actually Super Bowl contenders with Russ as the QB?
The Steelers?
The Steelers.
With their defense, I would say so. But the defense will have to play elite, old-timey Steeler defense.
Not this average they've been playing.
Right. They really kind of, they kind of mid. They got a good running defense. I think they both, the Ravens and the Steelers are both ranked in the top 5 in rush defense. You know what I'm saying? It's all about, letting T.J. Watt eat and your boy, but I think he got hurt.
Who?
What's his name? Number 50, Ali Highsmith?
Alonzo Highsmith.
Alonzo Highsmith. Didn't he get hurt? I know he had a bad injury the last game.
I don't know. I have to check.
Where he kind of twisted his ankle.
I didn't know it was serious, though.
But I think, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, you asked the question, are the Steelers Super Bowl contenders? It just depends on whether or not their defense can do and their offensive line can can block better than they have.
16.
But with Russ there, they have been able to run the ball. They still in the top 10 in rushing. You know what I'm saying? With Jalen Warren back and with Najee Harris have a adequate running attack to, you know what I'm saying, keep the defense honest. But yeah, the Steelers one of the contenders.
You agree?
I like the Steelers. I think this game is going to show us a hell of a lot more if they can hold Henry down. I think we'll have a better idea of what they're actually capable of once we get to the playoffs. But I've liked them all. I've liked them all year as soon as Russ took over. I've been saying as soon as you get Russ in there,
we were in agreement on that one. Yeah,
it's gonna look better because you have a competent quarterback, a veteran quarterback, somebody that's gonna actually be able to run some plays, and you ain't got to keep the playbook closed. So ever since then, and then the defense has been top 5 all season. So this is
like I said, only giving up 16 points a game. So.
Yeah, so that's incredible. That's old school. Ray Lewis Ravens football right there when you're talking about those type of points on the board. So I think Tomlin knows what he has. I'm not saying that he's I'm not gonna say he's been holding, he's holding things back and gonna release some type of Kraken, you know what I'm saying, at this point in the season. But I think he knows what he has and he's cultivating it he's been cultivating it all season long and putting it together. And I think this is the game where, he's going to be able to test his final product. So I think we'll see. We'll know something after Sunday for sure.
Yeah, I agree. I think this game, I'm withholding judgment till after this game for real. You know what I'm saying? To kind of see. Do I believe in the defense? I do. I think they're good enough in this NFL. You know what I'm saying? To win games with that defense. I want to see a little more from Russ though. Just throwing the deep ball is not going to get it done. Though. He's got to find some kind of underneath passing game, that intermediate short pass. He hasn't been very good at that part of it. People haven't been noticing because he's hitting on a few of those big, long, they call moon balls or whatever, and he's good at that. But at some point, a competent defense is not going to let you do that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So where's your rhythm passing game when you have to just 1, 2, 3 and get it out because they're not going to let you take the deep shot? Then what are you going to do? I'm still looking to see that Russ. You know what I'm saying?
They even have them type of receivers anymore though? Because
no, because going to get Mike Williams tells you that maybe they don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? At all. You know what I'm saying? Well, they have Austin though. They do have
underrating this Pickett guy. Pickett, nice.
No, he's nice.
I got Pickens on my
nice, but he's a deep ball receiver though.
Right,
you know
balls he was catching.
He like a tough catch player.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
He was catching,
now they have 2 of them.
To be a precision.
he was catching Justin's footballs out there.
Right, but they deep balls. It's not three slant, 3 yard slant, or you know what I'm saying. Drag routes. It ain't none of that.
Now he may not need that against the Ravens. Terrible passing defense because they dead last in passing defense. Like awful. So they may not need any kind of
90 yards a game.
Which is why the moon balls is gonna be
right. So this game we may not find that part out.
Don't give up them type of. Well, they did against the Bengals. But those were busted coverages. But they don't have
giving up the most.
Pickens he's not like the fastest receiver. Mike Williams not the fastest receiver. Who they slot receiver?
Austin.
He's their fastest receiver.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they got Frymouth playing underneath.
Right.
I don't see them hitting a lot of deep balls.
Yeah, it just says to me when a defense says, "Okay, we're not gonna let you do that," then Russ, now what? You know what I'm saying? Can you complete the 5-yard outs?
Right.
Can you complete the quick slants? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
When a defense is saying we're gonna play over the top, we're not gonna let you throw that.
We know the game plan. The game plan is gonna be to stop the Ravens' run game and force your MVP leader to win the game.
Yeah.
That's going to be the game. But that's what Tomlin going to do.
You already know that.
And I believe the Ravens will do it. That's exactly what I got. It's going to be a tough physical game. Derrick Henry going to have less than 100 yards rushing, but he got to. But I believe that the Ravens they should be patient. If they're going to win, they're going to be patient with the running attack. 3 yards here, 4 yards here. Keep it 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5. You know what I'm saying? Not getting in long 3rd down situations.
Right.
And Lamar's going to make just enough plays for him to pull it off. They're going to win this game.
No.
Ravens win.
I'm going.
What score?
I can't call the score, but remember I said I think it's more of a pick'em game.
Okay.
The Ravens will win this
But
game.
the Ravens pulling it out.
Ravens gonna win.
I'm going Steelers, and I got Tomlin forcing them boys under 100 yards rushing.
They ain't gonna have under 100 yards rushing.
Forcing
Derrick
Henry
Henry.
under 100
Oh,
yards.
okay.
Because Lamar gonna
100
get
yards
his.
rushing.
Okay.
Lamar might get loose a little bit.
Yeah, this is gonna be one of them Lamar running games.
He's gonna be forced to throw the ball, and it's not just gonna be off that play action where when he come out of there, he throwing to wide open people like they've been doing in these games they're winning. I think he's gonna I think Thomas gonna make the game ugly, and the Ravens are gonna look like they did their first 2 games out this season when they thought their season was falling apart.
Man, because I'm looking at it, man. The last 3.
This sounds like a wish.
Steelers have won all 3. 17-10, 17-10, 16-13. But they look at these scores, though. 16-14 Ravens, 16-13 Pitt, 20-19 Pitt, 19-4. So you know what kind of game this is about to be. You know what I'm saying?
He wouldn't call the game. I'm calling it 20-17.
What you mean? I said the Ravens gonna win. I don't know.
No. We was talking about points. I'm talking about points.
Points.
I'm gonna go 20-17.
I can call it. It'll be 23-16 or 19. 23-16.
If Lamar is what we think he's morphed into, they're supposed to win.
Y'all better get it.
He's supposed to win.
Y'all
this
better
game.
get that man his
But he
motherfucking
won't.
props.
I'm going Steelers too, though.
Y'all
Okay,
I'm
that's
going
what's going.
Steelers too.
Y'all
bro.
better get that man his props.
I'm going Steelers. I'm gonna go.
If he's morphed into, we've seen him morph into. It ain't no if. He's done that.
But it's a division game. That's what I'm saying. Can he do it? Can he do it against a team who know him?
The
You know what I'm
Bengals
saying?
know him.
But the Bengals ain't got no defense.
They ain't got no defense.
You know what I'm saying? So that's a little different. You know what I'm saying? And then Joe Burrow went up and down the field on them. So I mean, it's so in this game, I'm gonna take the
Russ
Steelers.
ain't Joe Burrow.
Right. I'm gonna take the Steelers 23-20. I think the Steelers pull it off, man. I don't know. I just think Tomlin gonna find a way to win this game. He seems to be able to beat Lamar. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it is. He knows something, and definitely T.J. Watt give him fits. You know what I'm saying?
I see Lamar getting frustrated and try to do it, and he do just enough to lose. That's what I see, and I don't see this catch out.
Bird gang.
Y'all talking about morph?
You ain't.
I'm not gonna go with that morph shit until we get
Jared,
to the
stop it,
playoffs.
man.
I'm not
Stop
gonna
it.
say that more.
Because I think that's a fair take.
When he's
That's
hitting
a
his
fair
receivers,
take.
he's hitting wide open
that's a fair
receivers.
take.
for the most part
We do need
because
to,
of the play
but-
action.
He's
But
a
that's-
better passer now, though.
I've said that at the
He's a
beginning of
much
the
better
season.
passer.
He is, but
We
morph,
just need to see it in the playoffs.
Got to see it in the playoffs.
We
I
seen
think
him
that's a
in
fair
MVP.
take, though.
That's what
As
I
a
would agree
fan,
with. We gotta see it.
and I try not to be like all these.
You hear that, Brian Nax? We gotta hear. We gotta see it in the playoffs.
As a fan, we want to see it in the playoffs. You know what I mean? Because
Every
really,
year.
he's got nothing else to prove in the regular season.
Nothing.
He already has 2 MVPs.
like I said, I'm not going with this.
Maybe on your way to a
I'm
third.
not going with this morph shit until I see
What are
it
you
in the
talking
playoffs.
about, man? Is he? He is right now the second best quarterback in the league.
Honestly, he's
And that's
playing
what-
like the best.
And well, he is playing like he's the best
You can-
right
you can-
now.
right.
But we know
He's
who's
playing the best,
We
but we
know
know
who the best quarterback is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a fair assessment because that boy would do that.
He
Boy
don't-
with the Chiefs
again,
is not doing.
And this is what I have said for years. Lamar doesn't have to be Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, because his running ability is so great. All he has to do
Nowhere
is
to
be
go with the football.
adequate with the football.
Right. Nowhere to go with the football.
Where he need to be Trent.
Where it need to be. Nah, I told you he need to be like that. Sometimes it with passing.
Oh Lord.
Not in game.
Oh Lord.
Not in
Not
game.
in playoffs.
Oh Lord.
Not in game, but just an adequate passing quarterback.
Nowhere to go with the football.
How
Right.
about we not just
And when
not
to throw
even?
it,
How
right.
about we just not even use that?
We gonna use Dak
Let's not
name.
do that.
We gonna
Let's not
use
do
Dak
that.
name.
Let's not do that.
Dakota
Hamstring off the bone, Prescott.
off the bone.
Surgery.
other
Surprise.
big
Coming back.
game,
Dak
Surprise.
Ascot. We'll say that. Is that good? Dak Ascot. Let's go. Keep it moving.
Up to Buffalo. Mahomes coming to town off that bullshit ass win that they got last week.
Here y'all
I don't understand how this dude keep winning.
Hey, y'all pay
How does this
attention.
dude keep winning?
These 49er fans hate everybody that's in there. They believe is in their way.
How the
when they
hell
should be
do they
hating
keep
on
winning these games,
Kyler
dog?
Murray and Geno Smith.
Wait a minute. You had the same question about the damn Chiefs. How the hell they keep winning?
I don't have no question. I told y'all.
How the hell they win that game last week?
Because they can't be beat. They can't be beat. There is no question. They can't be beat.
Oh, that was straight luck.
Man, 15 in a row.
That was luck last week. I'm talking about last week.
Luck is when prepreration meets opportunity.
Here you go.
That's what luck is.
So the question,
You saw that
he's talking bullshit. Question: can Josh Allen step up this week against Mahomes and pull it off, dog?
No. No. The Bills, they're not gonna be able to do it. We got questionable receivers.
A lot of injuries. Don't know if Cooper playing. Kincaid might be out with a knee injury.
This is not the game where you want to be coming
Keon
in.
Coleman is out,
having to overcome stuff like injuries, your playing style. You know, you got to go with some different stuff. This is not the game you want to do that. The Chiefs are trying to get it together and trying to look like the Chiefs, which is why they keep finding a way to win, because they are still trying to work toward perfecting their team. They're winning games without their number one running back. They're winning games with
out their number one wide receiver.
Practice this week.
Oh, he practiced this week?
Yeah, he coming.
They say he might not play this week, but
he got about 2 more weeks.
Yeah, he might be back in a couple.
Wow. So you talking about when you go to their defense, man. Their defense is lights out.
Yeah.
I want to say they one of the top teams against the run, and they just pushing people around out there. That boy Jones is no joke. They make every play they need to make.
Right.
So they're looking unbeatable. And I think this is probably the game where the offense actually gets it together.
They're third against the run.
17.9 points per game.
They're third against the run.
Yep.
Third. That's impressive.
Yards a game.
That's impressive. And that's obviously
just barely giving up 200 in the air. 206.7.
And just think about how the team is. You know who they remind me of? They remind me of the first Steph Curry led Warriors that when they won their first championship with Steph, where they were the best offense and the best defense in the league. And you saw that cultivate once they started adding the right pieces. Draymond, Iguodala, they had Sean Livingston on that team. They had the big man Bogut. You just saw how they cultivated that team. And I'm looking at the Chiefs have done that with this team. They started out all offense, back when they had Tyreek catching all the balls. Sick, but they have found a way to build this defense into a juggernaut. So they are literally,
it's all in my heart, dog.
They are literally a defensive led team this year for 9 games.
And
now, end of the fourth quarter, if it's within 3 or 7,
game over.
Game over.
If you're not up by 7 or make it 8,
no, you ain't up by 2 scores.
9, you know what I'm saying?
You ain't up by 2 scores.
9 with a minute and a half left, and you lose.
And we can't call them blocking the field goal last week. Look, because they got like 5-6 dudes through that.
They got through the line.
How did one dude get knocked over so quickly, dog? Like, dude,
came through the Jones.
And then why you don't grab him, dog? Like, just grab him, dog. All you're going to do is back the field goal up and try it again.
What Coach 30 say? You piss down your leg.
right.
Shout out to Coach 30, man. This is funny.
Right.
Hey, they're it right now. You know what I'm saying? And I said it last week.
They can't be beat, man. They're going to be beat.
They will be.
They can't be beat.
Well, I guess that leads to the next question. Will they go undefeated?
Nah.
I actually, you know what I'm saying? I kind of want to go with the Bills this week because they're playing in Buffalo, but the injuries kind of scare me away. If Cooper played.
But isn't this one that Josh Allen's supposed to win?
This is the Josh Allen.
Not without his full complement.
I don't care.
I don't care.
Get it done.
If it was Patrick Mahomes, we wouldn't be saying that.
Right.
That's my thing. Everybody puts him on the pedestal like he up there with Mahomes.
He ain't Patrick Mahomes.
You got to get it done.
He ain't got an MVP.
He's not bereft of weapons. Let's say that. He still got Shakir.
He got offensive line.
He got Knox.
He got Cook in the backfield.
Yeah.
You got some players still. You got Shakir. Like,
if the defense play well and keep it close.
You're supposed to be one of the top teams in the league. Win the game.
He hasn't had that game where he's done it like that.
He is a force multiplier. What we talked about with Dak ain't.
Right.
He is a force multiplier.
I agree.
Isn't.
I agree, but he's not that. He's not the person where we look at it as saying, although he's had to do it this year because he hadn't had like superstar receivers and all that, but He's not. He hasn't done that. He hasn't had that moment.
But
where
you know
he
what's
pulled
funny
it
about
off
that?
like that?
Mahomes cost him that with the 13-second game.
Mm-hmm.
He would have that, but you wouldn't be able to say
When
that
nobody
if it weren't for that 13
so you
seconds.
can't put that on him.
Right.
You can't put that on him because he
Right.
made the plays down the stretch.
Right.
Who in the hell?
You turn the ball over to
13
your
seconds.
defense for 13 seconds. We good.
You're supposed
tied
to.
the
You're supposed to
game
be
up,
cheering and hey, you're supposed to be pouring champagne.
I did my job.
You pouring champagne. 13 seconds. 13. If you played that game on whatever
Man.
PlayStation 5 or Madden, man, you'd have broke all your controllers.
And your TV.
She would have been broke up, dog.
Like, seriously, dog. Like,
That's video
He gets on
game.
my damn nerve, dog.
You shouldn't. You witnessing greatness.
And you have. That's why you have to respect
Witnessing
it.
greatness,
You know what I
dog.
mean? Because
Witnessing
it's like we all know.
And that's the scary part about the Chiefs is they ain't
Right.
got the shit together.
It's not, the offense isn't together yet.
And you know it's gonna be.
And it's like now that he getting D-Hop in the mix.
It's not a question of, you know what I'm saying? It's not they've been sucking, they ain't gonna never get together. It's just a matter of time.
Pause.
Right.
God,
Right.
pause.
Here y'all go, man. Y'all
God,
Diddy
dog.
just got
Pause.
y'all
God
fucked up,
damn,
man.
dog.
Everything is a pause.
Pause,
You can't say
man.
nothing.
That's
these
what I
days.
said a few weeks ago. I'm like,
Pause.
You
damn.
can't say nothing.
You gotta watch
Pause,
everything
dog.
you say. You know what I'm saying?
Golly.
But yeah, I agree, man. But I'm tempted to take Buffalo in the game, but I can't. It's just nothing that says to me they're gonna win this game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Other than Josh Allen. If he gonna have to have an
But
old Josh Allen game.
Cooper and Dalton are not ruled out.
No.
They're questionable.
Cooper was limited in practice, what I saw this
Hey,
morning.
listen.
So he could play.
He better play.
He need to play.
They need to play. This the game you
This
need
has
to
to
play.
be a James
Unless
Cook
you
game,
just-
though. This got to be a Cook game. But I don't think it can be because of
Nah,
the defense of the Chiefs.
Yeah, they not finna just
Yeah,
run
Cook
all
gonna
over the
be a
Chiefs.
no-show.
So this could be a Josh Allen.
It could
I
be
gotta
a Cook
run around
game, throwing the ball out of the backfield.
And Josh Allen, I think, gonna maybe rush for 100
Well,
yards.
all
You
the
know what I'm
talking
saying?
heads have been talking about how he always shows up against the Chiefs.
He does.
So
He does.
I
It
kind
hasn't
of
been his
want
fault.
to. I
You know
kind of
what
want
I'm
to pick the Bills.
I do too, but I
upset
can't.
the Chiefs.
I'm
I
sorry.
kind of want to do that.
The way
I
these-
can't.
These boys, the way these boys
Anybody
winning,
willing to pick
they winning in
the Bills?
They winning in every way possible. To
They
get
just
these
find
things.
a way.
They winning low.
Once they block
low
the kick last week, I'm like, oh
scoring
hell, you
games.
can't beat
Here we
these
go.
dudes, man. You're not gonna beat these
Here we
dudes.
go. Here we go.
Let's talk about the
But
big Eagles.
we gotta take a quick break, right quick.
Oh, before we do that, we did get the Eagles and the Commanders out the way.
We talking about them? Oh.
Quick. What you
All right,
think?
quickly. We can talk about last night's game.
Saquon.
Yeah, he the only reason to
Saquon.
talk about it, dog. I mean, cause really, Jaden Daniels, I still like
he
him.
didn't look good.
But he did not look good last night.
He
dog.
missed a lot of throws.
He did.
Throwing the
dog.
ball into the ground.
And
type
maybe it's the
throws.
short week. I don't know, but he did not look good yesterday, dog.
Well, you can contribute a lot of that to it being a short week because both, I mean, you look at what was it, the score
Bunch of
at halftime
sacks,
was
yeah.
7-3
The
at
gang
half.
of sacks. It's
So
like
you can attribute to that, but
Missing field goals.
right. It's like
something
Extra
is not right with Hurts. He's been throwing something. Remember, he started out the season throwing picks, and when we talking picks, we talking right to the defender. Like they ain't got no guesswork. We ain't talking about just tip balls. We talking about when he threw it, he was throwing it right to the defender. Now he's doing what we saw last night, where he's just throwing the ball off, almost picks and stuff like that. So something is going on there. I don't know if it's injury related, but he's been doing it a lot. But they have adopted. Let's get his thing
get a
to
damn ball to
Saquon,
Saquon.
which, just like the Ravens giving it to Henry, and that formula has won every game they've done it.
I mean, there are certain quarterbacks that rely on a good running game. Now, I'm not going to say Lamar all the time, but it helps.
He's better.
He's
with
better
right.
with a great running
It's
game.
old school
Even when they were doing it
football.
by even when they
Yeah.
were doing it by committee in Baltimore, they were better.
These
You know
two
what I'm
teams,
saying? They were better.
These two teams and the Lions are kind of throwback team. Now the Lions,
And nothing's wrong with that.
right?
That's football.
We
bro.
need.
That's football the way I like it. I would rather have a running
Everybody ain't Patrick Mahomes, Peyton Manning.
game. Thank you.
We had
Even
come
Tom
around-
Brady had
we
a good
come
running game
around
for
to
years
a-
until he got
years,
Randy
right.
Moss and he had a Gronk and all that.
And he went to the short passing game as the running game.
Yeah.
Basically. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I don't know, man. Philadelphia, well, they definitely gonna win that division now. They 2 games.
Oh, yeah,
up.
Philly
They
got
2
the
games up. That division is it's a wrap on that division. You know what I'm saying? It's like I said, as long as they keep riding Saquon, they'll be relevant. You know what I'm saying? The defense, I still don't know what to make of them, but they playing better. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Last night was no litmus test though, because the
Jaden Shine is wearing off.
Well, I don't want to say that.
We just said it. He was off like a mug last night.
I don't want to say.
You talking about Jalen was off. Jaden was off. You misheard what
I want to attribute
Jaden was off.
I want to attribute it to the Thursday night. We know Thursday night took quick turnaround for this rookie quarterback.
But he's not been playing.
What I give him credit for is changing the atmosphere of that team.
That's
the best thing he's done. Because he hadn't been awesome in a minute.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's been a few games now. If you look at his game log, it's been a minute since he's been really good.
And then the Bears, the miracle against the Bears was just that, because they should have lost that game.
Right.
What was the points in that game though?
Most of it's been their running attack. And you know what I'm saying? Short passes.
He been throwing them.
He been hitting some passes,
I've
but
been watching the dude.
He had like 4 touchdowns over the last 5 games.
Right.
I like his complete poise. Like he plays with poise.
I agree.
Every time I see him play, so that's what I watch for. So
we're in what game with 10 or 11?
Yeah,
he's got 10 passing touchdowns, 3 interceptions. So I mean, okay. I mean, it's fine. They're keeping him under wraps. You know what I'm saying? Not asking him to do a lot.
He's much better than what they've had in quite some time.
Right.
And I'm not saying, we're just saying that shine, he was getting a lot of shine.
The MVP
he was getting a lot of shine over.
People talking about MVP.
Yeah, that's gone.
Right.
I just think it's whole. I just can't. I'm not gonna wash that away because it was a Thursday night game. We know how Thursday night games go. It's idiotic.
But it's just not the Thursday night game.
Totals the last 3 games. 191 last night.
Do it to him.
202.
Do it to him.
209.
Do it to him.
What's the
50% completion last week versus the Steelers?
Do it to him.
I'm just saying the shine is coming off. No touchdowns, no picks. You know what I'm saying?
That's the Steelers defense.
The Giants, okay, he did go 2 TDs, no picks, but threw for only 200 yards, and that's the Giants. Like I said, the last good game he really had was against the Bears, and that one where he threw it up in the end.
What was the points in that game? What was
the score was 18-15.
Okay.
So, like I said, they haven't done anything in a minute.
I had just seen a stat that he's had like 4 touchdowns over the last 5 games. That ain't,
so,
it ain't.
So QBR is still good. You know what I'm saying?
Is his rookie year? Is his rookie year
This
more
is his rookie
impressive
year.
than Stroud?
No.
That's what it was at the beginning. When I say the shine, he was getting that CJ Stroud early in the season. The first 5-6 games
it's not
of the
that.
season.
His season is not that. You know what I'm saying?
And
like I said,
the shine has come off of CJ Stroud too.
Yeah, it has. What I'm saying is him and the coach, the guy they got from y'all, I keep forgetting his name.
Dan Quinn.
They've changed the culture of the Commanders.
Exactly.
That's what I give them the most credit for.
Dan Quinn lead the Cowboys.
I think you started the
ownership. They fall off.
And the owner.
And the Commanders.
And the owner.
Making the right
The owner ain't been shit. Dan Snyder ain't been a great owner.
No, you're talking about the new owner, Josh.
Dan Snyder ain't with the Commanders no more.
No, Josh
okay.
Taylor or something.
That's my bad. I didn't know that.
Yeah, no, new owner.
They brought
Josh Harris, I think is his name.
Didn't they bring on Bob Myers?
Yeah, as some kind of consultant or something.
Yeah. Some with the GM.
I think Magic is a part of the ownership group. So, I just think they're changing the culture of the team. I give Jaden a lot of credit for that.
Yeah, we need something like that to happen in Dallas, Fort Worth, Arlington area.
Overhaul. Jerry Jones,
dead body. But
give me a gun.
We do have to go to break right now, man. But do not forget, please hit that like and subscribe button to YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts. Taking a quick break. We'll be right back.
And before we go, we do want to give a shout out to my boy over here in the corner.
Him on the way back.
You just lead this man out. He is one of the key contributors to our podcast.
This is
and
Soulja Boy.
I can't believe it.
He protects this house. You know what I'm saying?
I got your back, Soulja Boy. You can move in with me, but I'm gonna have to charge you some rent.
See, he trying to charge you rent. You live here free. All you gotta do is guard the basement. But we'll be back, man.
Oh.